This is a Sai Baba candle. I mean incense. It smells really good. It's one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna get into the video, y'all. Let me set the mood. There's a fine line between love and hate to see. Can't wait too late, but baby, I'm on it. There's a fine line between love and hate to see. Can't wait too late, but baby, I'm on it. Alright. Can't clarify what a nigga thinks. More Outkast Liberation. Outkast, one of my favorites of all time. Outkast, Goodie, Atlanta, born and raised. Can't worry about what another nigga think. That's liberation, and baby, I want it. I am it. I'm gonna turn it down and let it still play for me, so I can still hear it, but I can do this video. All right, let me get comfortable. So, for those of you who don't know, I've been doing a 7-day chakra clarity cleanse, and what I can say is that I have been receiving a lot of clarity, you know, a lot of clear thought, a lot of new thoughts, different perspectives of looking at things. I posted on my Instagram earlier today these 2 pictures of the human body and the organ system and what emotions are stored in each organ. And there's also a solution that you can do in order to transmute the negative energy that you stored in your emotions to more positive energy, right? Wait, what? Oh, there's a thing from Instagram, but anywho's, little notifications are coming through, so I got a little distracted. So, yeah, I posted that, and it's very, very, what is going on? Hold on, y'all. There we go. It's very, very important in this day and time to know this information. And then it also resonates with me because I'm doing this 7-day chakra clarity cleanse to see what emotions are can be stored in each organ. So what hit me while I was talking to my nephew was that I remember when I was growing up, I used to be teased for being skinny, right? And so in my mind, I felt like that made me unattractive. So I needed to gain weight and I needed to be a certain size because supposedly there were no skinny Black women in the world. Like that was supposedly, I guess that was supposed to be something that was not normal. So I was supposed to not fit into the normal, right? Even though now that I look back, I see that all of the women in my family, like on my mother's side, they all started out slim. Like after they started having children, they started putting on more weight or whatever. But my mom was still slim after having 4 children. She didn't put on weight till later in life. Anywho's, so I had gotten to the point where I used to try to do all kind of things to gain weight. I used to drink Ensure milk. I used to eat like 2 Dairy Queen foot-long chili dogs with a chocolate milkshake, and it would go nowhere. No weight would be gained. I would still be slim. Like it was still like on my mind, real heavy. So when I went through my breakthrough period back in 2016, and the weight had been dropping off for me steadily for like almost a year, from 2015 to the end of 2016. And I was so mentally and emotionally drained at that point. I was literally mentally and emotionally drained. That's why it was a breakthrough. So basically what I've come to learn is that when you are focused on changing your physical, the outside of yourself, based upon your thoughts and your emotions, you are literally storing those thoughts and those emotions, mainly those emotions, in your body. Your body is full of energy centers. They call 7 of those your major chakras. You have also minor chakras throughout your body. You also have a higher heart chakra that sits about right here. You also have a cerebellum chakra in the back of your head. You have the chakras in your hands, like on all the superhero movies. They have the the solar lights, like Iron Man and stuff like that. And you have meridians. You have energy. Your body is nothing but energy. It is pure energy. And so what I learned is that when you are working so hard to gain this weight, but it's based upon these toxic thoughts and emotions, that gets stored in your body as fat, that gets stored in your organs. So you are literally bottled up emotions walking around this bitch. Okay? And when I started to lose weight, when I was really going through that period of anxiety and I was losing all this weight, I was literally starting to lose, those emotions were starting to fall off of me. You know, I was starting to drain those emotions out of me. My body was draining that toxic energy out of itself. And it needed that. It needed that in order to continue to sustain itself, because the more bottled up you are, the more toxic your body becomes. And if your body and your heart is toxic, your auric field is toxic and is full of holes. You bottle up a lot of fear in your kidneys. You have a whole bunch of holes in your auric field. Therefore, parasitic, vampiric energies are doing nothing but siphoning off of you. They're feeding off of you. So it was like a real big epiphany when I realized, like, you never really lose weight. So even when I was dropping those pounds, I wasn't losing anything. What I was doing is I was letting go of this stagnant, unhealthy energy, unhealthy emotions that I had been carrying in all my organs and in the fat in my body. I was really releasing that energy. But what I didn't realize, but I recognize now while I'm doing this fast, as I have lost some weight since I've been doing this, is that when I start back to put back on or build up more fat or mass in my body, this time when I build it up, it'll be from positive emotions. It'll be from me replacing those negative emotions with joy, with happiness, with abundance, with peace, with prosperity, with pure unconditional love coming from a true heart space. So I'm building up my body from a heart space and not from lower emotions that do not serve me and do not serve anyone around me. So if we really feel that it's very important to cultivate a new reality, to create the reality, this is the breakdown of this society that we've been living in that has not been healthy for any of us. This is the destruction of it. And what you're seeing on the news is you're seeing a whole bunch of scared motherfuckers. A whole bunch of scared motherfuckers because they know that the time is up. And the time belongs to us. The time belongs to the ones who have been cultivating their spiritual prowess, who have been building themselves up and building other people up, who have been working on themselves on a spiritual level, who have been understanding that it's spirit over matter. This is our time. And this is the time for the people who, to be honest, it's crazy because we have a lot of, my door just kind of popped open some. It's crazy because we have a lot of, melanated people who are so scared and walking around with masks and all these things. And I don't want to minimize their fears because I know to them it's very real. But that's because they are not in tune with the cosmos. They're not in tune with themselves, really. Because you can't be in tune with the cosmos if you're not in tune with yourself. So I definitely get that. But really, this is their time, too. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's been at the quote unquote bottom, this is your exodus. This is the time for you to come out of slavery. This is the time for you to build your nation. But you want to build that nation off of energy that is soul food. Energy that is food for your soul. You want to be feeding yourself with light. That light starts off as knowledge of self. And that knowledge of self turns into wisdom. When you cultivate that wisdom, into understanding. And then you understand yourself. It's 3 levels to it. I did a 21-day cleanse of my mind, and that was 2 + 1 is 3. 3 levels. It's 3 levels of understanding. It's 3 levels to get to understand, I should say. Well, the 3rd level is understanding. So it's all a process. And so another thing I want to say about energy is that doing the Get Your Mind Right challenge taught me to really be more aware of my energy, how I feel when I start out at the beginning of the day. And like, do I feel regenerated? Do I feel like I plugged in I was plugged in, you know what I'm saying? And recharging myself. And when I do wake up, if I wake up with this positive type of emotion, do I go to sleep with that same type of energy? You know what I'm saying? Am I still resonating on that same level? And then the other thing it made me see was to pay attention to what I'm giving my energy to, because my energy is the true currency. Your energy is the true currency. So if we are more aware, more conscious of where we're spending our energy, then we can start to make changes where changes need to be made. We can start to do basic accounting of our own energy. We can do checks and balances of our own energy. That's your account. That's your real account. And a lot of niggas are just giving it away off, you know, just throwing away to all of this panic, this pandemic shit, instead of building your own self up. And it also building up the people around you that are actually talking like this, that are actually giving you some jewels and knowledge. I was listening to the song that's playing now. I may not be able to hear it, but it's Goodie Mob Cell Therapy. And they was dropping gems, talking about everything that's going on now. They was talking about it. They was talking about the chips in your arm, and you got to swipe to get food and stuff like that. They was talking about the New World Order. They was talking about all this stuff that people run around being scared of. This was back in 1994, 95. I was a teenager. I was like 2 or 3 years away from graduating from high school. And I remember loving this song and loving the beat and rapping some of the words, but not really understanding it because I can only understand from a surface level. But where I'm at right now, I totally get it, and it totally resonates with where we are right now. So yeah, this video really was just about your energy, guys. Your energy is the most valuable commodity that you have, and that energy comes from your soul. Your soul is the true energy. It's the true light. It's the source. And so when you understand that that's the source, and whoever you choose to give that energy out to is going to it's going to be a vampiric or a vamping type of energy if you are so full of so much negativity. Can't nobody drain me at this point. Can't nobody change my energy. Can't nobody do anything to make me, to push my buttons. Nobody has that type of power over me anymore. So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. That's the type of clarity that's been coming to mind. That's the type of knowledge that the ancestors have been dropping to me, or my ancestors have been dropping to me. The knowledge, when it starts coming from a heart chakra space, is totally different than you reading a book or anything like that. The information coming from the books are to get you to the point where you are trusting in your intuition. It comes a point where you start to read less books, and when you do read a book, it is dealing with what you need right now in order to spark something in you so that you can come back into remembrance of yourself and help you in your growth. That's literally what it's for. So yeah, you know, just want to get into that, y'all. Energy is everything. And we are all like, look at these bodies are bottles. These are capsules. And it's full of a whole bunch of emotions. What emotions is your bottle or your capsule filled with? Real shit. Your emotions need to be alkaline, my niggas. You know, everybody's so focused on the foods you eat. And I'm not saying that the foods can't make a difference or the foods are not important. I'm still DJing for myself while I'm talking to y'all. I'm not saying those things aren't important. But what's more important than that is going to be the food that you take in when it comes to the thoughts in your motherfucking head, the food that you take in from the energy that comes from that thoughts, because a thought is tied to an emotion. So when you start to check your thoughts and transmute those into different thoughts, you start to incorporate or introduce new software, new emotions, new energy and motion into your capsule, into your bottle. Sometimes the glass has to be half full in order for you to be 50% full of liquid, 50% air. The air represents the potential that you can make it anything you want to make it. It's all in how you look at it. Most niggas would say they wanted to be half full, but half full and half empty are really the same thing. But it's the perspective. If you look at half empty, meaning that you've emptied out a whole bunch of shit that no longer serves you, then absolutely, I will take that analogy. Half full, I can take that analogy too, because I'm almost to exactly where I need to be in order to start to make shit overflow. Either way, I still can make it, you know, positive for myself. So yeah, change your mind, change your mindset. You change your perspective, start to release energies that were no longer serving you because you change your thoughts, and those energies that have been bottled up in you can no longer live. So the pounds start to come off because you're detoxing out your body now so that the body can match the mind. Because remember, it's mind over matter. Then when you start building back up the weight, now you're building up your weight in gold. You become the true gold. You become the truth, my niggas. You walk in light, you walk in truth. You blinded niggas, you the sun. For real. You know what I'm saying? Light shining bright. So I'm gonna end the video on that note. I just really wanted to express energy, and that, so be mindful of how you choose to spend your energy, because it's true currency. Like it's one of those things people say all the time. People say all of these sayings, yet we don't even understand them. We just say them because somebody said it. It's been passed on in the family, but the meaning behind it's been lost in translation. We got to get back to, or I should say, forgotten. So we have to go back to the roots in order to understand the meanings of these words. Our ancestors didn't just say shit to say it, nigga. It was coming from truth. So I love y'all. I appreciate everyone who, you know, tuned in, and everyone who continues to like tune into my videos and tune into my frequency, because you can't tune into my frequency if you're not here. It's going to go over your head, and I realize that now. I used to be so caught up in what other people thought, and caught up if somebody was gonna like me, caught up if somebody was gonna follow me. You ain't even supposed to follow nobody. The only person you're supposed to be following is yourself. You're supposed to become your own leader. You're supposed to lead, and then every other interaction in your life is only someone who is teaching you, because everybody's a motherfucking teacher. Everybody, a baby is your teacher. It don't matter the age. Everybody's a teacher, and when you respect that everybody is that reflection of you, and they are teaching you something about yourself in order for you to grow and be better, you are already on the winning end. Your mindset is already motherfucking successful. I am successful every day that I fucking wake up, because my mind is intact, my heart is intact, my emotions are intact, and my emotions are powerful now. Powerful. So yeah, let's do better. Let's know that this is our time to shine. This is our time to come into who we've always been, come into our true potential. All right, so appreciate you guys for tuning in. Love y'all so much. Peace. I'm gonna turn up this Outkast before I end it.
walls made up players that only pray up. It's the tightest game that you can have. The devil's taking a swing, that mind is spraying a broken glass. But my crystal ball sees the pistol fall to the wayside. Nobody would die in cops and robbers when we used to play ride. Only thing we feel is where
Andre,
you
y'all.
Never
Three
thought
stacks
about
killing
hitting licks or slanging bang. Did not think I was the one to get into abortion. Label me murderer because my ass is scorching. Hot from the Glock that sits under my seat. Yeah, it's real fucked up that my folks come to get me. And it's like that.
Hey.